Hi, I'm Aaron Tweeton, and today I just wanted to show you a quick look at the layout blocks in the new WordPress editor. The first layout block that is available is the button block, which I've gotten an example right here. It allows you to add buttons to your page without editing any HTML or fiddling with CSS classes. You've got a couple of customization options. You can change the background color to whatever you want. You can change the text color. And depending on what color combination you pick, it will sometimes give you this warning message right here. You can also change the styles. You can change from rounded to outline. Let me change it to a better combination. There you go. So you've got rounded, got outlined, and you've got squared. And you can set it to whatever you want. You can set it to a URL, or you can have it linked to an existing page. Or if you have an anchor, you could type in anchor. And then it would go to whatever that page is. You can also change the alignment over here, and that kind of a little screwy. You can see how that works. The column block allows you to easily separate columns in order to add additional blocks. The way that this works is I'm going to create a new block, and underneath layout elements I'll select columns. And so what happens is by default it will put in some paragraph blocks. So I'll type in column 1 and then column 2. And the interface is a little bit tricky to work with. You have to click in between the blocks and then kind of do some weird stuff. You can seeing a lot of things highlighting here. But if you click in between the columns, you can finally get to the settings here where you can adjust the columns. You can also add more to the columns than just text. You could add just about anything. So here I'll add an image and just select this. And then if I wanted to, I could type in a caption. It's not the easiest interface to work with. Page builders are definitely a lot better than this. For example, if I want to take this column and move it, or this block and move it to another column, I don't have the same options as like over here where you can move columns around. So I'm not exactly sure how people are supposed to be able to move this. I'm wondering if maybe this will allow me to do it. Nope. So it's not of the new features in Gutenberg. It's okay. It's better than nothing, but you will probably find some better functionality with page builders. Another thing is that you can't really, if you finally select the thing, you notice you can't like make one column really wide and the other one narrow. You just don't have those options. The media and text block allows you to add an image or other media with text to the side. So this is an interesting block in that it combines features from the column, image, and paragraph blocks into one single block. So here I have a media and text block selected. And there's a couple of different settings here. You can make make it wide width or full screen. You can swap which side the media goes onto. And then you can change the color settings. So for example, what this does is that it changes the background color of the text. That's pretty much it though. There's not a whole lot more you can do. You can change the font size if you wish. And let's see what happens if you can kind of have a little strange combination of here where I've got a background color that's gray, but then I have the text with a background that's white that is in blue. So it's an interesting block to play around with. You can add a drop cap to it, and you can, bold and italicize things. It's a interesting little block, and you should try it out. Some of these other blocks have been available before in the classic editor. For example, the more block, all this does is it marks the excerpt of the content. So if you are displaying this page on an archive page, what will happen is everything above this read more block will be displayed. Unless, of course, you have a manual excerpt, and it also depends on the way your theme is set up. But that's pretty much what the more block is used for. The next block is the page break block. And what this allows you to do is it allows you to break up a page or a post into multiple pages. So this would be handy if you have a very long article and you don't want readers to have to scroll forever. What it does is it gives a user experience similar to ebooks where readers flip from one page to another. So just as an example, I'm going to click preview to open this up in a new page, and I'm scrolling down, and yeah, this kind of looks like a mess right now. But once what happens is we finally get down to the page break, and you see how it says pages 1 and 2. So this corresponds to over here in the editor where this page break block is. So if I click 2, then what it's going to do is it's going to pick up where it left off. So it's going to show everything underneath this page break. The next block that's available is a separator, and it's pretty easy to add. Just go down to layout elements, separator, and that's about it. There's a couple of different settings. You can here it starts the default of a short line. You can make it a wide line. You can make it dots if you want. And more than likely, this is probably corresponds to how your theme is, the way that your theme is configured. In this example, I'm using the default 2019 theme, and so other themes may have different separators. The last layout block is the spacer block. So in this example, I've got a paragraph and then another paragraph, and then in between I have a spacer. And the only thing the spacer has is it just has the height in pixels. So if I wanted to double that, I could set it right here. I also have this little dragging thing that I can use to adjust the size. So anyway, so those are the layout blocks. You can find all of those if you go under layout elements. You'll see the column, separator, spacer, button, media and text, more, and page break. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me at my website at aarontweeten.com. Thanks for watching.